Nelson Mandela.
Today we have a special guest, cousin Valentine.
Our cousin Valentine.
Woo!
You girls ready to read?
Yeah.
All right, let's sit up and read.
And Happy Black History Month.
Happy Black History Month to you guys. There once lived a little boy in South Africa whose name sounded like a song. Rolaha. It meant troublemaker. In Exoa, his language. He was a member of a clan who had lived in that land long before the country even existed. His great-grandfather was the clan's king, and his father its chief. No one in his family had a formal education before. On the first day of class, his teacher gave each of the students an English name, and from then on, Rolaha Laha was known as Nelson. Nelson was 12 when his father passed, but he inherited his sense of fairness. It was decided that he would be taken to the great palace and entrusted to the chief's family, who treated him like a son and continued his education. Listening to the tales told by the oldest visitors at the palace, Nelson discovered his love of African history. He also learned that his country had been taken over by white men that made laws and took decisions for all of its inhabitants. Big homes, good school, fair pay. White people had everything they hoped for, while everyone else was forced to give up their dreams. Nelson knew that wasn't fair, so he went to college, wanting to do his best to change it. When he found out that his family was arranging his marriage, Nelson ran away to Dark City, a neighborhood in Johannesburg. It was so dark that at night there was just a moon to give him light while he studied. Nelson had joined a group that worked for equal rights. When the government set up an even more unfair system called Apartheid, its racist laws separated people because of their skin, burying their hopes for a better future. Still, Nelson refused to give up. After being arrested many times for organizing protests against apartheid laws, he had no other choice but to go into hiding. For a long time, he only went out dressed in a disguise. One day, he and 7 of his friends were accused of trying to overthrow the racist government. He was sent to jail for 27 long years. Still, from his cell, he kept dreaming of a country where all people were treated equally. During the years behind bars, he didn't just earn the respect of his guards. He became a symbol of the struggle for justice. All around the world, there were calls to free Nelson from jail and end apartheid. Nelson was a 72-year-old grandfather when the president of South Africa visited him and decided to release him. They both agreed to work as a team to change the laws and build a fairer country, and they won a Nobel Peace Prize for it. Millions of people who never had a chance to vote before chose Nelson to be the first black president of South Africa. It was a huge step forward. It was a huge step towards a rainbow nation where people of all races would live together peacefully and everyone would count. And by facing every struggle in his long walk to freedom with hope and determination, little Nelson learned that the greatest glory is rising every time we fall, because a winner is just a dreamer who never gives up.
Make sure you like and subscribe.
Like Valentine said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And hit the notification bell if it's there.
There's bananas in his bill. And you slap him in the cheek like that.
No, Gigi. Happy Black History Month till the next time.
Yes.
Bye.